Hi everyone, welcome to Miracle Wednesdays. It's such an honor and a privilege. I make it a point to try to be here every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern and share with you about the teachings of A Course in Miracles, and most importantly, how to live what the Course in Miracles is teaching us, what the Course in Miracles is saying. And I got a lot of incredible feedback and comments and love in regards to my last week's live, which was very personal to me. It was very emotional for me. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Hi. Just a week ago. And I want to speak a little bit about that today as well. But I just want to thank everyone for their comments. I feel that last Wednesday's live was really helpful in releasing a lot of things collectively. I felt that everyone really appreciated my authenticity, which I love being authentic. Every time I fall into the ego's trap and then I have a win, I can't hardly wait to share. I can't hardly wait to share my upset, and I can't hardly wait to share the miracle that occurs, and get really honest and radical about that. I can't help but just let everybody know what's going on and the healing that's taking place. And last week I was, just for those that couldn't make it, I shared it. I was very vulnerable and I was sharing a story. I was going through some things, and I was really not being spiritual. I wasn't really living the course. I forgot. I fell into the illusion, and I was making something very, very real. And I was speaking about how what was helping me was to allow myself to not be spiritual. And somebody had said, we cannot be spiritual. We cannot not be spiritual. And I go, it's true. I go, we cannot not be spiritual because we are spirit. We are love. Although in form, it appears that we have fallen asleep. In form, it feels like we're not being spiritual. It feels like we're not in love. We're in judgment. So that's what I was speaking about. And that's what happened to me. And I feel that the reason that the live had such an impact was because it really gave space and really gave the message of allowing ourselves to be, to really allow ourselves to be a hot mess, to really allow ourselves to be not miracle minded, etc. And the truth is that the not judging it, not being judgmental because of the beliefs that we're having, not being judgmental because of what we're going through, actually helps us wake up. That's what I realized. It actually helps us wake up. So when we're in the thick of things and we're going through things in our daily life, and we are not practicing, we can't forgive. We feel like we can't forgive. We have forgotten who we are. There's a call for grace. There's a call for gentleness. And that's what I did. I allowed myself to feel what I was feeling, to be okay with forgetting, for falling asleep in the dream for a little while, and also giving everyone permission to be themselves. I gave, giving everybody permission to, not have it all together, or, not feel bad because you feel depressed or feel anxious, or there's something wrong with you, or that guilt, right? There's a call for guiltlessness. There's such a huge call for guiltlessness. We're in a world of filled with guilt and filled with judgment and with an all-out mighty war against ourselves. So I feel like last week's live really spoke to that and really had a huge impact. And I want to share now that what helped me in a very profound way, now being a week after, and the way that I feel and coming out the other side, was what really helped me was really living that guiltlessness, really not being judgmental about myself. Perfect example is, I've been teaching the Course in Miracles since 2012, and I remember in 2015, and I share this in my book, Live Your Happy. You guys can buy the book on Amazon. It's based on the Course in Miracles. And I suffered an ectopic pregnancy in 2015. And I was already a full-on minister. I was, had just got back from Greece. and I had done an incredible workshop there with Gary Renard and other incredible teachers. So I was already pretty much out there. And I remember having an ectopic pregnancy and being at the hospital, and I remember my brother, he so lovingly said, nobody needs to know about this. Nobody needs to know you're going through this. And I said, well, this is what a minister looks like. This is what a teacher of God looks like. We forget and we make mistakes, right? It's like, not really, but it's part of the whole shebang. But I had this relationship with this person. In the book, I call him the abs guy, and I always say that relationship almost killed me because it got me into the hospital, and I had this ectopic pregnancy. And I remember just the whole experience coming from it, and being authentic about it, and being very honest with my ministry. I was actually running the Spanish ministry at Unity of Burbank at the time in California. And just being very honest about my story, being honest about my choices, being honest about being in this relationship, and really forgetting who I was. And it's just me. It's like, just because you're a teacher of God, just because you're a minister, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have it all together all the time, or that you're gonna do it perfect. But what I can say is that my willingness and my courage and my just constant desire for God and to remember what is really real here is huge. And that gives me every right to show up and share from that space of living it. That's why it's called Live Your Happy. That's why I call my book Live Your Happy, because the time has come to live it, right? So it's incredible, because when I had my ectopic pregnancy, I really practiced forgiveness in the hospital. I remember coming out of surgery, I had a blood transfusion, and it had ruptured in my fallopian tube, so I lost a fallopian tube while that whole thing was going on. And I remember just feeling like I was in a cocoon and really protected by God. Remember that movie, The Cocoon? The movie Cocoon? I was like visualizing I was in this cocoon, because I spoke to a minister and another minister at Pathways of Light, and gave me that analogy, because I was in so much pain and I was in so much guilt that I had ended up all the way at the hospital. I had ended up in this relationship all the way there, and that something was wrong. And I practice forgiveness. So forgiveness in the Course in Miracles is basically remembering what is love and remembering what is really real here. And only love is real, the Course is teaching us. So when I was in the hospital bed and I was, feeling like I had lost something, I had prayed and I gave it over to Spirit. And I said, Spirit, let me see this another way. Spirit, let me recognize I'm not the victim here. And then I called this person. They told me about, this analogy of the cocoon. So I started to see myself in a cocoon. And then it was incredible. I had a mystical experience that day in the hospital room of where I experienced profound love. And I realized that I had done the best I could with the awareness I had in the moment. And that it was really ridiculous for me to be crucifying myself right now, especially after everything I had been through. It's like adding more guilt to the guilt. It's like I had done the best I could with the awareness I had in the moment, and if I would have known to do different, I would have, but I didn't. So I did the best I could, and that released me. Then I realized that I hadn't lost anything. Supposedly I had a miscarriage, and I couldn't identify with the Facebook groups and miscarriages, because I didn't realize I had lost it. I didn't feel like I lost anything, but I felt like I had gained everything. And what I had gained is the love of God. What I had gained is forgiveness. What I had gained is that there is no loss here. And it's very radical, and it's incredible to share and to be able to not be in the victimization mode, and to know that I had actually gained everything through that experience and had lost nothing. And that for me was something that was a big shift in my life, because I finally realized that I was not guilty. that I was not guilty. So this is the type of work that is application that the course is teaching us. It's not just about reading the book. It's not about just doing the workbook lessons. It's not about, just reading books and listening to things. Yeah, that helps. Show up for yourself. Show up for your life. Be that. Live that. Live forgiveness even if you don't want to. Live that responsibility even if you don't want to. Live that joy even if you don't want to. It's just like showing up. It's like we can do hard things. Like we can do this. We can do this. We can let go of this guiltlessness. And that's what the course is teaching us, to let go of this guiltlessness. And what happens is that my pain subsided in that hospital room. And then I actually went on to go to the Course in Miracles International Conference just 4 weeks later. And I was there and I was interviewing teachers and Course in Miracles teachers on my wheelchair, making the best of it and coming out the other side. And that's what a true miracle worker looks like. That's what living the miracle looks like. It's coming back to your true essence, your true reality. What is your true self? And your courage and willingness to live that fully in your life is huge. So that's my 2 cents today, guys. I hope that you found it helpful. The importance of non-judgment, the importance of the acceptance of who you are. And when I say that, it means all of it. The acceptance of when you forget, the acceptance of when you become a little child with a tantrum, the acceptance of when you believe that you're separate, the acceptance of when you believe that somebody's hurting you, the acceptance of your whole self, your holy self, because we're doing the best we can here. It takes something. It takes work. Right? That's why I always say it's like you're in the course, when you're studying the Course in Miracles, there's a moment for application. There's a time for application. So today launched the Live Your Happy 9-week program. As you guys know, I only offer this 2 times a year. The program goes very, very deep in the Course in Miracles. It's 9 weeks. It's based on my book, Live Your Happy. So look it up on Amazon, see if the book calls you. Basically, every week you have a lesson from the book, you have a video, you have an exercise, and most importantly, you have a community on WhatsApp to help each other get through the teachings of the book, which help you understand what is the egoic thought system, what is the system of love, but most importantly, how to really let go of victimization and take responsibility for your perception, for your life. There's been Course in Miracles students that have taken the program, that have been students for 20 years of the course and done the program and had incredible healing. I mean, relationships working, lives, forgiveness taking place, because it goes very deep. Because I bring to the book my experience of not living the course for so long, finally realizing that making exceptions and compromises no longer works. So it comes from that space. So the program starts September 6th. It's 9 weeks through November 1st. It usually gets full, but just I'm hoping that everyone, this time I can make space for everyone. And just check link in bio and you can register there. It's going to be incredible. It's an incredible program, the Live Your Happy 9-week program. I can't say enough of it. Today we're going to be posting a testimonial video on this profile so you can see more. But if you like my work on here, if you're liking my Miracle Wednesdays, if you're liking what I have to say, you're really, really, really going to like Live Your Happy and the Live Your Happy 9-week program. Week 5, Gary Renard, which is an incredible teacher. I call him like the forgiveness guru. He teaches forgiveness in that week 5. You have an hour and 15 minutes of him teaching forgiveness. That's part of the program as well. So if you guys feel the call, if you feel like, oh my God, this is something that I would like to do, I want to go deeper with the Course in Miracles, I want to understand its teachings, this program is going to be available as a group. And I feel like as a group, it's just easier to get through it. So if you feel the call and you're watching this, you can message me with more questions, or you can just go simply to my link tree on this bio and read up more about it. But It's incredible. An incredible program. So I hope that you feel called to join in on the voice of God in your mind. And remember, we've never left the mind of God. So I love you guys like a big coconut, and I will see you next time. I'm happy that we started early, so we're gonna end early, and you can always watch all these videos on my YouTube channel, or you can watch them here on IGTV. Let's go ahead and pray as we thank God and Spirit for this live and for this message that just came through. We're so grateful and thankful because whatever needed to be said was said, and whatever needed to be healed is healed. And grateful for the opportunity to have non-judgment and to have acceptance of our true self, and to know that in essence, in the truth, we can never mess it up, that we are not guilty, that we are innocent, that we are innocent children trying to figure out and do the very best we can. Thank you, God, for your love and for always holding us in high regard. Amen. Love you guys. Yes, Wings and Dreams. I hope that you can catch up and also join us starting September 6th. Susan, thank you, honey. I am Spirit. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, everyone. I didn't get to see all your comments, but I'll look at them later. Bye, everybody. Mwah. Love you.